Imagine that I might make something that makes others feel the way I do when I'm watching a Miyazaki film, particularly for the first time. Watch it for the first time. Amazing. Whole new category onto its own. And Jackson. To think that I might make something like that. Something as beautiful as that. And then inspire others still to follow in the same path. And on it goes to infinity. I dream of infinity. Oh, I dream of infinity. God be with me. That's both a declarative and an imperative statement, you know. I like the double meaning of it. God be with me. This does not make it a purely religious quest, I guess. One might think, from my references to the devil and to God, certain assumptions about me. You might presume that one who speaks so easily of the devil would be some kind of a fundamentalist. Sure, these dreams, then, are all wrapped up in crosses and angels and such, and well, no. I don't believe that the Bible is perfect, for one thing. Yeah? Only God is perfect. The Bible is a book. A good book, but it is not the only book. That's from Inherit the Wind, by the way. A movie which I've not seen, but I have seen that quote. I believe in God in some way. God is the source of all things good and no things bad. That is how I define him. I feel a bit of God when I dream, when I think. Just a little touch of his power, which calls me onward. I had a day with Peter Jackson, or Hayao Miyazaki, or various others. I cannot take time to name everyone, particularly considering that I am quite certain there are many whom I am unaware of. I'm not ignorant of these things. That I had a day. And of course it is foolish of me to wait only for some other day, for that ever-prolonged tomorrow. One should not spend a life in mere waiting. There's doing to be done. I can make my rendezvous occur by my own choices. Let me not consign my fate to exterior forces. Surely that is the way of the fool. Surely I can find my own path to create what I wish to create, rather than stand back and hope that someone else will create it. Of course. But either way, by what mixture of my efforts, and else's efforts, and the efforts of chance, and who knows what else. However way it may happen, if I had a day with Jackson or Miyazaki, I said an hour, sir. Just an hour, please. we went somewhere to talk, and if I could tell him all that I dream, things which I've alluded to a bit out here on the internet, things which perhaps I should allude to more. Perhaps certain things, I guess, well, old fears, or someone might steal an idea, or people won't pay attention, or something, or just the fact that I have so much that, well, it's a bit hard to explain all on its own. But if I were in conversation with a person, I most certainly could explain. By myself, perhaps a little harder, perhaps. Put up one of my short stories, didn't I? Tales of Udo the Wanderer. Well, that's the name of the overall story. This one was called Earthen Refuge. Yes, I did that. And I mentioned some ideas on Shinobi Rises and Star Wars reimagined, but oh, we are scratching above the surface. Forgive me if I sound arrogant. I often wonder if I am arrogant. As arrogance rests in one's appraisal of oneself, and privately I praise myself rather well. What does that mean? I don't know. It's rather hard to judge oneself that way. But if I had a day with Jackson, we return to the central theme. And if I could show him and tell him and talk with him, and if he could see the intensity in my eyes and hear the passion in my voice, then maybe he would judge. And I hope that he would judge me well. I hope I should be deserving of that judgment.